Item: SCP-585. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-585-24 are to be kept in a standard hazardous object containment at Site-19. Pencils modified by SCP-585 are extremely dangerous and should be returned to their normal state at the end of testing. As of Incident 585-1, no pencil should be sharpened for more than 50 rotations without O5 level approval. SCP-585-A is stored in a glass vacuum flask, which is locked in storage vault. Special authorization by Dr. or any senior Foundation staff is required for experiments involving SCP-585-A. Description: SCP-585-24 are small, two-hole pencil sharpeners made of brightly colored plastic. The factory is printed in slightly raised text on the undersides. Any pencil inserted into the small hole of SCP-585 and turned clockwise will be sharpened, as is normal for a pencil sharpener. However, with each rotation the sharpness of the pencil's point continues to increase without any apparent limit. Any pencil sharpened by SCP-585 small hole that is then inserted into the larger hole and turned counterclockwise is sharpened with each rotation, undoing the effect of one previous rotation in the small hole. Only the shape of the pencil is changed. Lost mass and shavings is not restored. The tip of affected pencils can be broken off, but the point will retain its sharpness and remain dangerous. Preliminary testing indicates that never sharpened, flat pencils reach the normal maximum sharpness a sharpener can achieve after 20 rotations. From this point on, SCP-585 will shave exponentially less mass off of the pencil with each rotation. At 30 rotations, a pencil dropped from 1 meter embedded itself by 10 centimeters into a solid steel bar. SCP-585 works best on thin cylinders of wood cored with graphite. SCP-585 will also function with other easily shaveable materials such as plastic or paper cored with graphite, or with a pure graphite stick. Pure wood or plastic does not produce the effect, nor does any material that cannot be shaved by an ordinary pencil sharpener. SCP-585-14 were recovered from an elementary school and after data expunged.